guys, and a welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102. Time for a player profile here. And this is the one, the only, Julius Aghahowa. What a player on ODB he is. He is definitely in that category of the legendary players who might not have achieved the sort of success in real life than what the CM portrayed him to. But you know what? Who gives a shit? That's the case of a lot of players. Now, somebody pointed out some time back about when I do a player profile that the term that I used was research. Yes, I use Wikipedia, but you know, to write. But when I speak about a player, it's not so much about what he did in real life. It's about CM, because that's what the subject in hand is. I merely hit on what this guy did in real life in comparison to what he's like on CM. So, yes, I call it research. I don't give a fuck. So, we will start then with Julius Aghahowa, what he did in real life. Nigerian international, and he's actually still only 42 years of age. So, in theory, he could still have been playing. You know, there's some fucking players that just don't know when to stop. There's that Japanese guy, isn't there? Is it Japanese guy that's still playing in his fucking 50s? So, born in Nigeria, generally seen as an out-and-out striker, despite what CN portray him as. More about that in a moment. Made his debut in 1998. He did have youth career, and I'm guessing these are Nigerian teams. Police Machines and Bendel Insurance. Now, I've no fucking clue, and I'm just putting my mouse onto it. Bendel Insurance is a football club based in Nigeria. I just think it sounds like a fucking, you know, like an insurance company. But funnily enough, Bendel Insurance are actually a team. They're actually a team in Nigeria, but he had his youth concept there after Police Machines. He went to Esperance in 1999. He didn't make any games at Bendel Insurance Seniors or Esperance, but in 2000 he went to Shakhtar. Shakhtar, of course, is where he starts in CM, and he was at Shakhtar technically until 2007, albeit he had a loan spell in 2001 to the Shakhtar sort of Rezis. But he achieved 89 appearances with 32 goals. Now, in 2007, I love reading things like this, right, because it reminds me, and I actually forgot this until I read it, he moved to Wigan, Wigan Athletic here in England. He moved to Wigan, so he didn't score any goals in that season, 07 to 08, 20 appearances, no goals. He then moved to Kaysspor, Kaysspor in Turkey, 29 games, 6 goals, 08-09. He then moved back to Shakhtar in 09, and he was technically there until 2012. He only had 10 games in that window of time with 1 goal. But in 2010, he was on loan at Sevastopol. So he was nowhere near what he was portrayed. But that being said, right, as well as 161 games in total for all clubs at senior level, 40 goals, he did manage 32 games for Nigeria and 14 goals. So I'll give him some credit where it's due. Okay, on to him in CM now. Now, it's interesting because on the ODB, as we know it, which is right here in front of you, that's his position. He's an attacking midfielder, forward, right, left, centre. On the follow-up update to CM, which is the 3.968 version, aka the Super Greeks, he's known as just a forward, right, left, centre. So a little bit more as a forward man as opposed to a deeper man. But he is definitely a worthwhile purchase in any game. Obviously, if you're playing in England, you've got to get him on the work permit. Now, as you all know, you can get him on the work permit with 35 grand a week or more. There are some non-EUs that you even can't offer 35. You have to wait for their reputation to build to be able to offer them, no matter who you are, and or also you may have to use that trick and get them at the end of the first season. But he's definitely worth it. I don't think he falls into that category, to be honest with you. I haven't got Brazil open, so this is not going to be a true reflection on this. But so he went to Vasco, but Corinthians, Celtic. Now we didn't have Scotland open, which was a bit fucking shit, weren't it? So we haven't actually got a great reflection, but he made a move to Roma. Now we know that that's there. Look at that. A true reflection on his average rating, and look how well he did. 55 games, 18 goals, 15 assists, 809. Absolutely superb. Not quite as good the following season, and he's currently at Lazio. The hard part about Julius Aghahowa is getting him, getting a deal over the line. It can be quite hit or miss, but either way, you know, he's a non-EU. I mean, a lot of the attributes, the obvious ones, won't really alter too much. Injury-prone 1 is certainly great to see. Let's have a look at 10 years then. With an injury-prone of 1, just 2 injuries, 9 days and 2 weeks. You've got to be happy with that in 10 years, haven't you? You really have. Bans, not one single ban. Difficult really to get a proper judgment of him, given he's been in unplayable leagues. But, you know, I would always recommend Aghahowa every day of the week. Definitely every day of the week. And as I said, you know, he starts at the age of 19, so, you know, he's got a good sort of like 13 to 15 year career in him. So, yeah, good stuff. So, that's it from me, guys. Till next time, once I get to it, take it easy.